going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Motorhead episode. As you know, in the previous video, we did get the headers onto the truck, and we have also got the valve covers on. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and put on the intake manifold, the EGR delete, and the exhaust pipe. All right, so first thing we're going to get started with is going to be the exhaust, because it's the easiest thing. So let's go ahead and get it off. What's up?
Yo, I think there's a turbo for you guys.
What?
Oh, is that it?
Oh yeah, it's heavy.
Let's see what we got going on. KC turbos right there. That's going on something. Oh, it's just foam. Hold on, let's get it on the ground.
Crack it open, man. We've been waiting too long. Yep.
Yes, sir. Look at that.
Is that a turbo?
I think. Nathan, is this a turbo?
It looks
like. All right, so while we were putting the exhaust on, we realized that it's going to be a lot easier for us to go ahead and install the turbo and then do the exhaust, because we will be able to connect it right here and work off of the turbo. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the Stc fitting and all the gaskets in there. We've already removed the high pressure oil pump right here. And I wanna put this, you can see this gasket right here is just completely, I mean, like when we unbolted it, it didn't even, it's flat. It just stayed flat. So we're gonna replace this gasket here, and then we'll replace this one here as well. This is where the actual fitting itself connects. So let's pick this out. And these gaskets are like rock hard too, so. Look at that. It's not even round, it's just flat. We're gonna clean that up, put some new gaskets in there, get that high pressure oil pump back on there, get the cover back on there, get the turbo pedestal back on, and then put the turbo on, do the EGR delete since it is going to be an off-road use only truck, and then get the cab back on it.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to replace this gasket as well. I think somebody actually put this in the comments on our last video, so we're doing it right here. Here's the proof. And I think that this is over here. Also, another thing we added is, well, we didn't add it, I already ordered it to begin with, but it's the Blue Spring upgrade. And what this does is the stock fuel bowl has a fault from the factory where I guess that this spring keeps the fuel from draining out of the bowl and going back into the tank. And then if you upgrade it, it stops doing that. So you don't have to reprime it. Nice, got that on there. Oh, also here's another thing we have to replace, which I already did take it off before, but we will put it on right now. This right here is the Stc Solenoid, and it needs this screen right here. I'm pretty sure this is how this goes. Like this. And then a new gasket, O-ring, just like that. And then a beautiful new screen, look at that. The old one was just whack. Beaut. Look at that beaut. And then we'll go ahead and replace this O-ring as well. Ice. Yeah, these are actually very important right here. All these O-rings, because the high pressure oil pump is what basically runs this motor. So without proper seals everywhere, you're gonna lose oil pressure and the motor won't start.
Gotta be careful with that thing, dude.
Oh, I'm just running him down.
That boy ain't no joke.
Just running him down. You know. All right, so we got our H-pop back on there, got everything torqued down. Now we just need to clean off some of this gasket maker off of this cover and replace the gasket and pop it on. Back.
Put it on there, set it on top.
I'm gonna probably put a little gasket maker on this one too, but I mean,
We could email some people.
probably need to email Ford. See what they say about it. Hi guys.
What is that? Oh, that's for the...
That's the water. That's actually the cooling for the EGR. So we're just gonna put a glaze on there.
Yeah.
Just glaze it, just glaze it. All right, so we got the intake manifold on. We've got the turbo perch on. Everything is tightened down, ready to go. We are ready to install the turbo and put this thing out. Well, let me put this turbo drain pipe in first, because we did replace the gaskets on that. Just like that.
It's in there good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There we go.
Now just set the turbo right down on top of it. But let's check this thing out first.
All right.
Man, this thing is a beaut.
Isn't she?
She's all packaged up still. KC turbos, check them out.
All right, so let's see. She's gonna sit right on top. Boom. This drops into the perch right there.
There's no covers on the bottom, right? Okay, let's go for it. Wow. that was easy. Time to go home.
Yeah, let's go home.
Wow. Now that looks like a motor now.
Yes, sir.
Yuri was saying earlier this thing looks like a Ferrari motor. Now I think it looks like a Lambo motor now.
I think it looks better now. Now that it's got that beast of a turbo on there.
Wow.
And they gave us new bolts. Awesome. Huge shout out to KC Turbos. Not only for the turbo, but for sending us some new turbo bolts with it. That's awesome. Because honestly, we lost ours.
Yeah. We thought they were for the turbo. They turned out for the perch. We don't have no more. But I love the way these turbos go on these motors. They
Yeah,
literally
it's super easy. All right, so we've got our turbo on the motor, and we also went ahead and put the engine harness, the wiring harness on. We've got a couple of things to install still, like the alternator, the idlers in the front. We said we were gonna do those in the earlier videos, and we still will do those. We're just mainly focusing on everything back here because we do wanna get the cab back on it. And as of right now, we're ready to put the cab back on. We have not torqued down the valve covers yet on these bolts because after we break this motor in, I want to take them off and check everything under there. So we're gonna do that last, and then we've got the turbo completely installed. Everything's hooked up. It looks good. I'm very confident in this thing already. Just looking at it, man, it's really nice. All the piping, the up pipes are bolted on.
Yeah, and as you guys can see, there's anti-surge holes here.
Yeah.
And they polished out the insides of them. That's really awesome.
Does that mean something?
Yeah, that just means you're gonna have like precise anti-surge, you know, smooth.
Yeah, everything feels really good, man. I mean, I couldn't be happier with that. Compared to what was gonna go on there, where is it at? Right there.
Let's go take a look at that thing. Well, it is a Garrett. You're good on that.
Yeah,
About it.
That thing looks like it's got more veins on it.
Billet wheel. And this one has anti-surge out here, or actually
there, that
inside.
slot, yeah.
But this one is definitely going to sound amazing, and the performance is going to be even better.
And we'll probably just run it with no air intake, nothing, just let it be like that, you know.
Put a little net there. I mean, how can you hide that? That makes the truck
We want
look,
everybody to see the polished anti-surge.
yeah, before they race us, you know what I mean?
The main goal to do this exhaust was to get the location of this pipe right here. So now that we've got everything done up here, we're gonna go ahead and finish off this exhaust pipe.
Let's do it.
Absolute beaut. too much off?
No. It's gonna be perfect. Look at that. So check that out, guys. That exhaust is already starting to look pretty daggum good. We had to trim the exhaust a little bit from this side. Reasoning behind that is probably because this could be from some different F550 model, a little bit longer. We don't know. Yuri ordered it. He does stuff like that. Nah, I'm kidding. But it is looking really nice so far. Got to the axle. We might just leave it right there. What do you think, Yuri?
What?
The axle dump.
I mean, I'm down. I don't care.
If we
I
put
think
it,
it's pretty cool.
put a tip right there.
Because then when we roll coal, it's just gonna come out the back of the whole truck, you know. It's not
Yeah, well, what kind of tip actually goes on there? Do you see
I mean, we need.
No, like I'm saying originally.
There's nothing on here. It's a work truck.
Oh, it just comes out.
Yeah, let me beat this down for you. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. That's a. Well, that turned out.
So what did you just do?
I just took this bracket loose and stuck it into those other two holes, and it works.
Put it in the exact position you want.
And come over here, check this out. It wouldn't work until we switched it to these holes, and now it works perfectly. It's like it's supposed to have been like that, so that's pretty cool.
I guess that's why they drill so many holes into these frames.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. We got a lot of work done. We got the turbo on, we got the exhaust on, the headers. Everything is tight, nice. And so pretty much it's ready for the cab. That'll be in the next episode. So if you like our content, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Check out some of our merch on the vtune.com website. And be sure to like the video if you haven't. Peace.